The Tao Te Ching is a foundational text in Taoist philosophy, attributed to the ancient Chinese sage Lao Tzu, whose historicity is a topic of debate. Written over 2,000 years ago, this brief yet profound text contains 81 chapters, or verses, and reflects a deep exploration of the Tao, or the Way, which is an essential principle in Chinese philosophy and spirituality. The Tao Te Ching is lauded for its poetic style and enigmatic language, inviting readers into a reflective and introspective journey to understand the nature of life, leadership, ethics, and personal growth. Overview of key themes and structure. The Tao Te Ching consists of two main parts, Tao, the way, and Ti, virtue or power. While the text's concise verses make it challenging to pinpoint specific doctrines or teachings, certain universal themes are evident across its chapters. The nature of the Tao is described as an ineffable, eternal force that underlies the universe. It is ungraspable, transcendent, and encompasses all things. The Tao's essence cannot be fully articulated, a notion famously conveyed in the opening line, "The Tao that can be told is not the eternal Tao." This sentiment reflects Taoism's focus on experiential wisdom and intuition over strict dogma. Wu Wei, non-action Wu Wei, often translated as non-action or effortless action, is a principle that advocates for harmonious and spontaneous living in alignment with the Tao. Rather than forcing outcomes, one should act with minimal interference, allowing natural processes to unfold. This idea of effortless action is central to understanding Taoist philosophy, as it encourages adaptability and humility. Simplicity and contentment. The text frequently praises simplicity, humility, and contentment, cautioning against the dangers of excessive desire and ambition. Lao Tzu contrasts the pursuit of wealth, power, and fame with the more fulfilling path of living in harmony with nature. He promotes a return to a simpler life and a deeper appreciation for natural beauty and the cycles of life. The role of the sage or ideal leader. The ideal leader, according to Lao Tzu, is one who embodies the Tao and practices Wu Wei. This leader does not impose their will on others, but instead fosters a space where people can flourish naturally. Lao Tzu's view of leadership emphasizes humility, selflessness, and an understanding of the interconnectedness of all things. Duality and complementary opposites. The concept of Yin and Yang, or dualism, is pervasive in Taoism. The Tao Te Ching suggests that opposites are interdependent and that harmony arises from the balance of these forces. For example, the verses explore how light exists because of darkness, strength arises from softness, and fullness comes from emptiness. This interdependence of opposites is integral to Taoist thought. Symbolism and literary style. The Tao Te Ching is filled with symbolic language and paradoxes. Lao Tzu often uses metaphors drawn from nature, like water, the valley, or the uncarved block, pu, to illustrate concepts. Water, for instance, symbolizes both yielding softness and unstoppable strength, embodying the Taoist ideal of Wu Wei by finding its path without resistance. Similarly, the metaphor of the uncarved block suggests potential and authenticity, symbolizing purity and openness. Historical and cultural context. Lao Tzu is believed to have lived around the 6th century BCE, though some scholars argue the Tao Te Ching was composed later, around the 4th or 3rd century BCE. The political and social environment of ancient China, often characterized by turmoil and the struggles of various states, heavily influenced Taoist thought. The emphasis on simplicity, humility, and inner peace found in the Tao Te Ching may have been a response to the turbulent period, offering an alternative to the rigid structures of Confucianism and the militaristic ideals that dominated Chinese society. Influence on philosophy and religion. The Tao Te Ching is foundational to Taoism and has influenced other spiritual traditions, including Zen Buddhism, Confucianism, and even aspects of Western thought. Taoism as a philosophy values living in harmony with the natural world and emphasizes self-cultivation, values echoed in the Tao Te Ching's teachings on balance, humility, and acceptance. These teachings are also resonant in various Buddhist schools, particularly Zen, where practitioners often explore the paradoxes of existence. Moreover, the Tao Te Ching's insights have transcended religious boundaries, inspiring people across cultures and centuries. Philosophers, poets, and spiritual leaders have drawn from its teachings, integrating its principles into personal and societal ideals. Today, the text is studied worldwide, appreciated not only as a spiritual and philosophical work, but also as a piece of literary and cultural heritage. Notable translations and interpretations. Since the original Chinese text is highly poetic and sometimes ambiguous, translators face challenges in conveying its full meaning. Consequently, the Tao Te Ching has been interpreted in numerous ways, each translation offering a unique lens on the Tao. Some of the most famous translations include those by Arthur Waley, Stephen Mitchell, and D.C. Lau, each bringing a distinct voice to the text. Modern relevance and application. In contemporary society, the Tao Te Ching continues to resonate due to its universal wisdom and encouragement to embrace simplicity and humility. Its teachings on the flow of nature and non-action provide insights applicable to various fields, from leadership and personal development to environmental conservation and social harmony. In the fast-paced, goal-driven modern world, the Tao Te Ching offers a refreshing perspective, reminding readers of the value of stillness, presence, and alignment with one's true nature. Closing thoughts. The Tao Te Ching remains one of the most profound texts in world philosophy, inviting readers to reflect on the nature of existence and the pursuit of harmony. Its timeless wisdom continues to inspire those seeking a more balanced, peaceful, and purposeful life. Whether one reads it as a spiritual guide, a work of poetry, or a philosophical treatise, the Tao Te Ching offers an endless wellspring of insights that continue to resonate deeply across generations and cultures.